Socrates, often regarded as one of the founders of Western philosophy, lived in ancient Athens during the 5th century BCE. His life story is both inspiring and tragic, offering valuable lessons about the pursuit of truth, ethics, and integrity. Socrates was born around 470 BCE in Athens, Greece. His father, Sophroniscus, was a stonemason or sculptor, and his mother, Phaenarete, was a midwife. Despite being from a humble background, Socrates received an education in philosophy, music, literature, and gymnastics, as was customary for young Athenian males of his time. His early life remains largely undocumented, but he later distinguished himself by rejecting material wealth and focusing on moral and intellectual development. Journey of philosophy Socrates is often referred to as the father of Western philosophy. Unlike earlier philosophers who focused on natural sciences, Socrates emphasized ethics, human behavior, and self-knowledge. He believed in the idea of know thyself and claimed that true wisdom lies in knowing that one knows nothing. He did not write any of his teachings. Instead, his philosophy is known through the works of his students, particularly Plato and Xenophon. Socrates engaged in public debates with citizens, questioning their beliefs using his famous Socratic Method, a form of cooperative argumentative dialogue to stimulate critical thinking and expose contradictions. This method remains influential in modern education and legal reasoning. Theories and key ideas. Ethics and virtue. Socrates believed that virtue is the highest good, and that knowledge leads to virtuous behavior. He argued that people do wrong only because of ignorance. Justice and morality. He challenged the traditional views of justice as seen in Plato's Republic, where he questions the nature of justice. Knowledge and ignorance. His concept of Socratic ignorance suggested that admitting one's ignorance is the first step toward acquiring knowledge. The soul. Socrates emphasized the well-being of the soul over the body and wealth. He argued that caring for the soul through knowledge and virtue leads to a better life. Punishment and trial. In 399 BCE, Socrates was put on trial in Athens on charges of 1. Corrupting the youth and impiety, not believing in the city's gods and introducing new deities. The trial was seen as politically motivated, as Socrates' questioning of traditional values challenged the power of Athenian authorities. His former students, like Alcibiades, were seen as political threats, which likely influenced his prosecution. Socrates delivered a famous defense, as recorded in Plato's Apology. He argued that his role as a social gadfly was essential to the moral development of Athens. However, the jury, consisting of 501 citizens, found him guilty. Final days and death. Socrates was sentenced to death by drinking a mixture containing hemlock, a poisonous plant. During his final days, his followers, including Plato and Crito, visited him in prison. His friends urged him to escape, but Socrates refused, stating that it would be against his principles and the laws of Athens. On the day of his execution, as described in Plato's Phaedo, Socrates remained calm and discussed the immortality of the soul with his students. He drank the hemlock willingly, and as his body slowly grew numb, he died peacefully. His death became a symbol of commitment to one's principles, even in the face of death. His curiosity and analytical mind redefined what it means to seek knowledge. If you enjoyed this exploration of Socrates' life, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest minds.